Hey loves, and what is up? Welcome back to my channel. This is andthatisTrice, and I am of course Trice. If you have been here before, thank you so much for returning, and if this is your first time stopping by to kind of check out what we got going, thank you so much for stopping by. So your girl was feeling real tropical today, real island vacation-y. I was longing to be somewhere that I am not. So I expressed it through this pretty olivey green eye look with a splash and pop of orange. I really got this inspiration from these earrings. I got these from Walmart and I thought they were super dope, super cute. So I might make this a thing where I do makeup looks based on earrings. I don't know if that's like trivial or not, but I thought it was a really cute idea and it ended up so pretty. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you do like, and then like I said earlier, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, girl, so you can be a part of the family. Okay, I like to turn friends into family, so let's just go ahead and make it do what it do, honey. So I'm not gonna chatter anymore. If you would like to see how to get this pretty summery olivey put you in a vacation that you're not in type of look then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm starting off priming my lids with my Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And then I'm just blending that out with this brush. And I'm not going to set the concealer. We going to go on tacky today, okay? We going to let it do what it do. Now I'm going into this green shade, well, these two green shades in the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. And I'm putting those in my crease. So actually a little bit above my crease because I will be cutting it later. And I have really big eyes. So you feel free to do what works best for your eyes and take it as high or as low as you would like. But this is just what I'm doing. That's why it's almost to my brows. And yeah, just blend those two colors in the crease with a fluffy brush. Then I'm taking that lighter green and I'm buffing out the edges at the top. So this is just to kind of fuse everything together so it's not any harsh lines. Then I'm going into the 39A palette and I'm taking that olive green and putting that a little bit below those two colors. They kind of all look the same, but I was trying to go for dimension. So that's why I went in with this darker shade back to the 35M palette with a smaller brush, and I put that a little bit lower. So this gave me the depth, darkness, and dimension I was looking for to really make the crease pop. So yeah, make sure you do that. And this shadow does have fallout, so just be aware. That's why I always do my face last, because we ain't got time for that. So now I'm taking this fluffy brush, the one I was blending out the other green colors with, and you're just going to buff out everything together. And then I'm putting back some dark green if I lost any and blending. So the name of the game, like I always say, is putting it down, blending it out, making it as intense as you want. And now I'm just taking that same Colourpop No Filter Concealer and I'm cutting my crease with this super tiny e.l.f. brush for precision. So a lot of the brushes I'll be using from here on for my lid and for my crease are small because I really wanted this to be a precise cut crease situation. So just take your time, try a steady hand, breathe, sis, and you'll be fine. But just cut your crease. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. I'm just kind of going to go almost to the outer edge. And then I'm going to blend in with my finger. So you'll see that in a second. So now I'm taking this orangey shade in the 35M palette. It reminds me of like some Fanta, some orange soda, super summery, and I'm using a small brush to pack that all over my lid where I put the concealer and cut the crease. So this shade has reflex of gold in it, which is really pretty. And this is just a really nice shade. You can spray your brush if you want to, but I did not. I just went straight in because that concealer was still wet. So the camera's not doing it any justice, but up close, sis, this is a shimmer shade for the girls. She did not come to play. Then I'm going back into that dark foresty green and placing that on the outer edge to blend everything together. And then I'm going to go in with another green in a sec. It's the more olive green, and I'm going to put that right next to it so there is some transition from the orange to the dark green on the outer edge, and it's not choppy. Now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild liquid liner, and I'm not doing a wing, I'm just creating a line across my eye to tie the look together and to place my little lashes on. So you can do a wing if you like. I just wasn't feeling it. I wanted this to be blown out, which is why I took the shadow out that far. And then I just put on these mist lashes. I'll have it down in the description box. So now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrate Balm, and I'm putting that all over my face for some moisture. And I have a foundation routine on my channel, so I don't want to go too in-depth because it's literally the same steps. But I did want to include the face just to include it. So now I'm just taking this Wet n Wild Photofocus Matte Primer and placing that on top. And then I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 340 and dabbing that all over my face with this Sonia Kashuk sponge just to melt everything together. But you got to work in sections with this foundation because, sis, it dries like paint, drywall, cement, okay? You'll be working and then you can't move it no more. So make sure you go in sections and use a damp sponge to make sure it's gliding the way that you would like. Then I'm going in with this Black Radiance corrector slash concealer, and then I'm going to go on top of that with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. That Colourpop No Filter is the truth, okay? I use it a lot around my whole face. It's very versatile. Then you're just going to buff that in with the same sponge. In our black Opal powder in 400 medium, and just placing that in the normal spot, so around my mouth, on my entire nose, my forehead, and under my eyes. This powder just kind of ties everything together. It is like my perfect shade, and it just does the job. I love that powder. Then I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution Banana Deep powder and do the highlighting on my face where I put the concealer. So on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and under my eyes. And I always pat the powder in. I don't let it kind of sit on my face. That's how it gets dry. But I am going to put the powder underneath my eyes to catch fallout. So I'm just taking the colors that we used in our crease underneath my eyes to tie the look together. So that dark mossy green that went in the crease and on the outer edge, this olive green in the 39A palette, and then those two brighter greens in the 35M palette. Then I'm just going in with this Maybelline mascara, this classic, your mama had it. I say that every time, mascara, and I'm defining my lower lashes just so they pop out a little bit more. I be trying to make them stand out, y'all, but I do what I can. Then I'm just buffing away all that excess powder on my face, especially under my eyes, where there may have been fallout from the green shadows. And then I'm going into this Black Radiance contour kit, and I am contouring my face with the contour shade. And I didn't cream contour, I just wasn't in the mood, so I used the powder instead. And I like the way it turned out. It was soft enough, and I skipped a step. Now I'm just going underneath my contour with a mix of those two powders that I use, the Makeup Revolution Banana and the black opal powder in 03 medium or 400 medium. I hope I said black opal. I didn't say black radiance earlier, but yeah. So now I'm taking this shimmery green shade and putting that in my inner corner. It wasn't popping like I wanted it to. I probably could have sprayed my brush, but I'm gonna go in with the Itsmyrayeraye palette and use that highlight shade, and pow, sis, look, it got me there. Okay, it gave me the look I was desiring. That palette never fails. Then I'm just buffing away that powder underneath my contour and on my nose. Now we're going to go into blush. So I'm just taking these two colors in my Beauty Treats palette from the Beauty Supply. And I just throw my blush on and then I blend it out. So I look crazy at first, but this is, like I said, where I buff it out. So it looks a little bit more presentable for the kids, okay? We don't want to scare the kids. So now I'm going into this old palette by Too Faced, and I'm just using one of the eyeshadow shades as a highlighter. It's called Honey Pot. I don't even think they make this anymore. It's limited edition. I shouldn't have bought it, to be honest. But here we are. And then I'm going on top of that with the highlight from Itsmyrayeraye's palette. And then I'm just buffing that in with my sponge so it's not sitting on top of my skin, more so like blending into everything else on my cheeks. Then I'm drawing on my FOMOs with my Jordana Autoliner pencil in black. And then I'm going to go in with this Rimmel London Stay Matte Setting Spray to lock everything in place. Then I just blend it in with my sponge so it melts and looks like skin. Then I'm going to line my lips with this lip liner from the Beauty Supply called Cork. Then we're just going on top with the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. And I love this combo. It is such a perfect nude for me. And that is it, my loves.